What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Metal Maniacs Podcast. I'm your host, Jay Ingersoll, and I'm here with two very special guests for a very special holiday reason. So I'm here with my wife, Shauna. Hi.
Hi.
And we'll say Santa's little helper this year, or as we said before, the mayor of Muskegon. She's been coined as Lisa Wright.
Hello.
Hi. Thank you guys so much for coming on the show again.
Round two.
Yeah, round two.
Thanks for having us again.
Yep, absolutely. Technical difficulties. But yeah, so the reason why we're here, do you want to tell us a little bit about the reason why we're here? And
Yeah, we're doing an event called Horns Up for the Holiday. It's going to be a local fundraiser supporting families in our area. We are going to have, 6 bands on December 6th, metal bands in the area or metal-ish bands in the area coming together to support our community. In a nutshell, that's what we're doing.
do you want to just say the reason why you started it, or how Lisa got involved, or what that looks like?
Lisa got put in a headlock
Oh.
and a noogie.
It was the loosest headlock ever, but it was a
Yeah.
headlock.
It was
like the headphones?
It was
The
like,
loo-
like the headphones. So a big thing for us is that being in the metal scene, we see a lot of people have those blinders on or stereotypes of what metal people are. And I can attest to that for myself because I didn't know that until I met Jay. And they're some of the kindest, most generous people. And we want to do something with the metal scene, get all these people involved and make it like a big thing this year. So we want to help our community, especially in this time. Things are scary in our world. Things are scary in our community. And why not help people while we can? We have the opportunity to. We have an opportunity to get people together for fun music, fun event. So that's why.
Okay, cool. Lisa, do you want to tell me just a little bit about your involvement and kind of your aspect, your perspective of the whole thing?
Yeah, definitely. So I've been lucky to grow up in the area. I've been in some form of music scene pretty much my entire life. Not as a performer, but more as support. I love music. Music's gotten me through my entire life, and in a lot of ways, it is my own version of therapy. So why not give back to those that provide that service? And so the opportunity for us as a group to be able to not only get rid of those stigmas, those stereotypes of what people in bands in general, not just metal, can do for the community, but to be able to do it with a local location, using other local businesses to support the people in our community. I was working on one of my other volunteer opportunities. I work through the city of Norton Shores currently, and I do the summer concert series. And you guys had come out to support some of our other performers that were there. And Shauna came up and pretty much said, I need help. I decided I'm doing this, but I don't know what I'm doing. And I said, okay, I got you. Let's do this. With that, we've had the opportunity to reach out to a lot of different companies throughout our area. West Michigan has kind of enveloped us and given us quite the opportunity to be able to not only give back to specific families, but the opportunity to take care of the community as a whole. So that's what we're going to do. And I'm trying my hardest to help out where I can and make sure you guys are supported in the ways you need.
Well, thank you very much.
Because I don't ask for help ever.
Yeah. I mean, we appreciate that. The idea itself is an amazing idea. We did it a few years ago with one of the bands here, Kill Tomorrow. We were invited to play, and we raised, I think, a couple $1,000s for that show. So it was real nice just to be able to know that we raised a bunch of money and was able to give back. So kind of do that in a bigger capacity this time with some different, whatever you guys call them.
Auctions.
Okay, that's what I was looking for. Exactly. Yeah, so a little bit about the bands. That's kind of where I come in.
Absolutely.
The podcast comes in. Just wanted to kind of use the podcast and hopefully people that watch it or, leverage it as a place or a, somewhere where they can hear about it. So we have you want to tell me the line? You want to just give me a little bit, give me the time slots, and then I'll kind of say a little bit about the bands if you don't mind.
Yeah, of course. 6:30 starting. We have Colt, Snuffer, and the Dead Horseman.
So 3-piece, Muskegon, Grand Rapids area, playing a band with 2 of the guys. Yes, but they're kind of like blues rock, kind of. But they get down, but they're fun. They're fun. So
we figured the best band to start out the night to like kind of like an introduction to what the night's going to be. They're fun, upbeat.
Absolutely.
Then we are followed by at 7:15 more Ghosts.
Okay, so that's
roughly 7:15.
Okay, so that's a new band to me and you, and kind of you as well. You said you know somebody in the band, correct?
Yes, I grew up with Christian, and so it'll be nice to be able to see him perform again. It's been years.
Okay,
so, yeah.
And with those guys, they had hit you up directly, and so we were throwing some different names around. I remember, but with them, we're like, well, let's throw them on the show, see what they're about.
Yeah, they went about it a great way.
Yeah, and if they, maybe they're looking for more opportunities, and it's like I understand getting a young band getting started, you're looking for whatever opportunity to get on the stage that you can. So
absolutely,
yeah, and then maybe bring a different audience for them, and then maybe vice versa, for the other bands as well. So it's always synergy. But all right, so after more Ghost,
around 8 o'clock, we're going to be having Tongue Cutter.
Okay, so some of my favorite people on the planet, go way back with all of them, Addison and. Well, I don't really know their new drummer, but Addison and Chantel, right? And Chantel's been doing so much for the music scene for so many years, from all the way back to her basement shows.
We don't want to say it out loud, but we can say decades, right?
Yeah, we can
literal
say decades.
decades. Wow.
Hey, I'm bringing it back old school.
Yeah.
Not me.
You're young.
I'm a baby.
But all things Tongue Cutter, maybe not within the last 6 months, can be seen on the Metal Maniacs episode 90. So if you guys want to go check that out, I'm sure they would really enjoy that. So if you want to dive into more Tongue Cutter stuff, but awesome people, can't wait to jam with them finally.
And I'm excited to see them because I've not been able to see them on stage. So
you're in for a show.
I was like, Chantel, please come do this. And she's like, yeah, of course. Then we have Reinventing Yesterday around 8:45.
So RIY, band from Kalamazoo, generally, they were on a hiatus for a long time. They came back, played some shows, and now they're just playing one here and there. Luke, one of my best friends, like I said previously, he's been mentioned a lot on the show just because we share so many things in music. One of those, So good buddy, great dudes in the band, Chad, Jason. But they were actually on episode 71 before their comeback. So if you want to know all things RIY, go watch episode 71. But looking forward to them.
Then we have another band. I don't know them at 9:30. Iron Sharpens Iron.
Never heard of them. Nope.
I mean, I have, and they're not. No, just kidding.
So yes, we'll be playing our last show of the year. Pretty stoked about that. And we'll get on that train after tomorrow's show. But episode 100, All Things Iron Sharpens Iron, we got a new single out now, and we'll have 2 songs out here probably towards the end of the year, if not beginning of the next.
And then to end the night, we are ending with Kill Tomorrow.
So I did say this before, and I'll always say this. You can't say Muskegon without saying Kill Tomorrow or even Michigan Metal, because they've been around for decades. One of the bands that have shown the most longevity out of almost everybody sticking together, at least the core few guys or whatever.
Yes.
We've seen other bands disappear and come back, or reiterations. Like in my band, it's practically the same band, just a different name. So, but these guys have been Kill Tomorrow, and they've been doing it for a long time. All Things Kill Tomorrow, Metal Maniacs, episode 61. And man, awesome dudes, great homies, and it'd be great to share the stage with them again for a good cause, because they're the ones that kind of sprung the idea about in a roundabout way. And just overall awesome dudes and great performers. So
that's who we've been, like you said, that's who we got the idea from. That was my first kind of feet into metal shows, was seeing all of that whole thing happen. And that was oh, cool. Because I love putting on events. I love helping my community any way that I can. We do. So it's heck yeah, this is awesome. Babe, please get Kill Tomorrow. Yeah. Awesome. That was one of the first bands. I was like, we need to have Kill Tomorrow on there. Absolutely. They bring everybody.
Yeah. They're a good time. So, that's the music and entertainment section. Yeah. No magicians this year, maybe next. But
I could do a card trick if you want me to.
It might not be good.
You want to get a coin pulled out from behind your ear? Come to this show.
I got a ticket for you behind your ear.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what's next?
December 6th.
Okay.
At Unruly Brewery. We're going to do the doors about 5:30.
Okay.
This is an all ages show.
Nice.
So we will be having people at the door checking IDs.
Mm-hmm.
The pay what you can. So we are asking for donations at that point. This is the donations that we receive are going to help families.
Mm-hmm.
This, our bands are volunteers. The people that are helping us are volunteers, which we could use a few more volunteers. If anybody wants to help out, reach out to myself or Lisa or the Metal Maniacs podcast. We can connect with who we need to. What to expect? Obviously, Jay just said the killer lineup of music.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's going to be a great time of that. We have some amazing donations that Lisa will kind of touch on. Great beer, obviously. Unruly. When I brought this up to Scott, the events manager of it, he was all for it. Like, we meet with them next week to do some final touches.
And one of the best things about Unruly is anybody can enjoy their time there. They have NA options. They have beer. They have liquor. They have ciders.
Yeah.
They have food, So you're able to come and you're taken care of for the entire evening.
Yeah.
No matter what your needs are, they got you covered.
Right.
So
Exactly.
we provide the entertainment. They got everything else.
Yeah, shout out Paul, the homie, Unruly Kitchen. Go check them out.
Absolutely.
That's the homie.
So just in the end, it's not just a show. This is a community event for everybody to get involved in. This is a chance that we can make a change. We can make a difference.
And that's one thing that I do want to touch on too with the bands. We wanted to make sure that there were besides the more ghosts that we don't really know, we want to make sure everybody was just already part of the scene or friends in some capacity, just
Absolutely.
the homies doing the show, right? So that was one thing I did want to touch on because we wanted to make sure not that we didn't want out of town bands, but it just wouldn't make sense not to have the people in our community doing it for our
West
community,
Michigan people doing stuff
Right.
for West Michigan.
Absolutely.
And that's it's all of us just coming together and doing what I truly believe is supposed to be the Christmas spirit. It's not about what you get, it's about what you can give. And so that's what we're trying to do right now.
Absolutely. Okay, so what else you got?
So the good thing is like Shauna had said, it's give what you can. We want to do donations at the door. But on top of that, we also have additional things that will be able to give you added incentives. So these auction items that we've been able to kind of put together from all of these West Michigan companies are allowing us to do they call it a Chinese auction style. So for coming in, you do get an automatic ticket. If you'd like more tickets, you have multiple options. You can either bring in cold weather gear. We're taking gloves, scarves, hats, boots, coats, either gently used or brand new. But we have locations through West Michigan, through the Salvation Army, that we will be donating those items to. For bringing in those items, you get additional auction tickets to be able to use. And so with that, any of the items that we have out, you can put in as many tickets into that item as you want in order to get it back.
So there'd be like a bucket in front
Absolutely.
or something. Okay.
Yep. And so with that, there's also specific items that were donated to us because we are lucky enough. We work together with 211, who's the community line support here for West Michigan. And they were able to assist us in getting in contact with Salvation Army. And we have a couple of families that we're connecting with specifically to be able to help them with Christmas. We understand that not everybody is able to have a good Christmas on their own. And so the fact that we are able to give back to some of these families that otherwise may not be able to enjoy the holidays is a big part of what we're getting into. And that goes through local salons, food vendors. Wolverine International is getting in contact with us to be able to provide correct shoes for families. We have people that are providing salon services,
Tattoos.
Yep.
photography.
Yep.
So there's all of these different items and these people that have joined us in this to be able to provide these families and the people of West Michigan with more options. And so you coming out, supporting what we have going, supporting these bands, and continuing to support them afterwards for putting their hearts on their sleeve. No pun intended, because I also know that there's an amazing festival coming out called Heart on Your Sleeve Fest. But
Yeah. Stay
But
tuned to the channel for more information about that.
a little bit of information.
Yeah.
But that gives us that opportunity to say, hey, these people support West Michigan, now support them.
Absolutely. Cool. So anything else that we didn't cover, or is there anything that you wanted to?
No, I mean, all we're really asking for is getting involved.
Okay.
Come to the show. Please, 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 please come to the show.
Okay.
Because that is the way that you're going to be able to get involved and help everybody out. Donate. We're still accepting donations for the silent auction, as well as, like I said, donating your time maybe as a volunteer, reaching out and offering to help out with the door. I'm kind of forcing Lisa to be MC of the night if I can't get somebody else to do it, which I have somebody in mind that we'll talk about later. And share this podcast, share the event page.
Invite your friends.
Invite your friends, your family, your cousin.
Yeah. And we all understand that social networking is about algorithms.
Right.
So please don't just like it.
Right.
We need to show some emotion.
Yeah.
Show some emotion.
I don't care if you do an angry face.
Hey, it still boosts it.
Something.
But we want you to share. We want you to leave some type of stamp on it. And if you have the opportunity to comment in that discussion section, it pumps it up every time. So just make sure people are aware. If you can't be in town, it doesn't mean you can't donate. We will always take donations. We want to make sure that we can provide as much as we can to the people of West Michigan. So if you're not able to come, hell, even if it's not your scene, we will always take those donations because that's what these families need.
Absolutely.
And we did discuss starting a Venmo specifically for this, just in case, which might be a good idea for us to have at the door as well.
Yep.
Yeah, and I mean, end of day, I understand metal isn't for everybody either, but we're going to have some rock, and it's going to build slowly throughout the night, so it won't be crazy heavy metal all night,
Correct.
Anything like that. And I know it's not for everybody, but it is for a good cause. So if metal is for you, come out and support the good cause. If it's not for you, just come out and support the good cause. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
So.
And like Shauna has said before, all ages, stay as long as you'd like. If you keep your bands on, you can come back if you need to leave for a while. We understand with all of us having children ourselves and most of the musicians as well. It's nice to be able to have this be a family-friendly event.
Absolutely. So. Cool. So your turn, my love.
I can't stand you. Come out to Horns Up for the Holiday, Saturday, December 6th. Doors at 5:30. Music starts at 6:30 with 6 bands.
It is a donation at the door. Any additional warm weather gear that you bring in will give you additional tickets toward those auction items that we'll have available. If anybody would like to volunteer or if you have any donations you'd like to put out, feel free to reach out to Shauna, myself, or to Metal Maniacs.
Cool. Awesome. Well, I just want to say, you guys, thank you so much for doing this. I'm sure our community will very much appreciate it. And, your work will not go unrecognized. So thank you guys for coming on the show. Thanks for doing this special edition of the Horns Up for the Holidays podcast. And maybe we'll do it again sometime.
Thanks for having us.
Hopefully not a second time.
not the
event.
same one.
The event, yes,
all right.
but not
the
do
event,
the podcast
Absolutely.
for a third time.
With that being said, much love to you guys. Keep it metal. Peace. Thank you so much for checking out the episode. Be sure to hit that like button and give us a share.
Yeah, and if you enjoyed our podcast today, please give it a rating on your streaming service to help us gain some exposure.
And if you really enjoyed the show, please give us a follow or hit that subscribe button and come hang out with us every week. And remember, keep it metal.